Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180! Check, 41. check. Hey, alert!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check. 11.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you. Check. 59. 13. I got it.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, gun. 12. 41's the mic. Watch the run. Hey, they're running it.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Breida. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Gurley again here on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now you won. Switch.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike. Check. Watch 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check the hot read. Ric Flair. Check the backer. Kill. 5.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
65. Hey, Charlie. 59. Hey, gun. Check, 59. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check 41. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, gun.
Now Breida on a toss left. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 59, mark the 59. All day. 21. Here we go. Check, 59. Quarterback, don't get nervous, man.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Delayed give Goff to Gurley, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Go, cut! 180! CC!
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Cut! 180! It's on field. It's on field. Hey, it's on out.
Out of the gun. Gone. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Gone. Escaping the pressure right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Back.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 41, Goff. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Safe.
Now it's gone. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
57
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On first down, gone. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. There goes Green. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. On first down, Henderson able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, now gone. And he'll find his target, Woods, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Goff going to give this one to Henderson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now gone. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Check 26, check 26.
Brings up second and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Slam, slam, slam. Now you won. What's that? Hey, that.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Alert flow, alert flow, alert flow.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe mixing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Rams have got it back.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Jim. Out. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal.
Super one. What's that?
Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Ric Flair. He's moving, boys, he's moving.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Shift. 11.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check safety. Value 3.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Goff now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
We got this.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 52, there.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. 21.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA the offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp. That'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Goff throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Here's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Trying to get it to Woods, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here we go.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint.